Hello, Instagram. I've been on my morning walk. I went to get some coffee from Circle K. I have been in prayer and I have been in petition for a couple of hours now. And it has been laid on my heart to how people look at things on a reversed view. Before I went to jail in November of 2018, when I called ASO, I think it was November the 11th or something. It was November 2018. They'll have the 911 call. Now, I looked up and let them know that I was a licensed prescriber because I seen it on the website. I seen it on Shands UF and I seen it on another website where you can check your licenses. I said, okay, I know I'm a licensed prescriber through the VA and my high school diploma. So I called ASO and told them I was a licensed prescriber, but I didn't have cell phone service because somebody stole my cell phone. My old cell phone number is 514-1914. Somehow I left my phone on the porch and somebody went on the porch and stole my phone, my cell phone. And that's the phone I had my pictures in. So I went down to Sherry's house. Sherry is my old daycare provider. And I called ASO and let them know that I was a licensed prescriber since I'm always in trouble or they looking at who I'm dating because of drugs. That's why I did it. So when Gainesville police came, I had to get my other paper. I called them, they came. They sent 2 officers out and I knew they had video cameras. They had video cameras. So, when they had, hold on just a minute. At the time, I didn't have my MPI registered. I never had my MPI registered, but I had all my documentation, my medical documentation that I handed them. And I'm finna show you how I handled them. Because it was 2 officers that came to my house. Gainesville police, they were Caucasian officers. I'm always in trouble. I'm always got to show my ID. And I don't lie about who I am. I never did. So Lachey Hassey, every time when she called the police on me, my kids, I always had to present ID. I don't know who they had over there to the house, lying on my identity, or lying about who I am. But I have this on camera. I'm going to show you the reverse view, because y'all got the documentation when I went to jail. Where's my CNA license? Got it in this book. There you go. And so the officer was looking at me like I was crazy, saying I was just an aide. So when it came to the door, I had my kids. The next day, my lights got turned off. And then I got all these charges. Okay, when I had to knock at the door, it was Gainesville police came there. I had all my documentation. And I told them that I'm the licensed prescriber and I can have drugs on me. I told them that. And then they wanted to see my ID. So I gave them. Okay. 1 minute. Let me find my ID.
But what about in men? Maybe we were better off when we thought less and kissed more. Have we graduated past our ability to find true love when it comes to matters of the heart? Did we have it right in high school? Samantha was too cool to belong to any clubs in high school, so she refused to believe that any club was too cool for her now, especially since New York in August is not cool at all.
May I help you? I hope so. I'd like to know what's holding up my membership. I've been on the wait list since June.
Yes, I'm sorry, but we're not currently admitting any new members. The pool is so fabulous, we're at capacity every day.
Do you know who I am?
No, I don't.
But we can't accommodate you right now. Can I at least use the restroom before I go, or is there a wait list for that?
Well, right now I can't show you my ID because I don't know where I put it at. I just took pictures of it. But the first thing I gave them was my ID. I gave it to them. Then I started giving them these. So if they have cameras, it's body cam. They had body cam cameras, so I was giving them these. So that's how I was giving it to them.
Yes, I did.
The officer that came to the door.
Since they didn't seem to know who she was at the Soho House, she
I gave it to them like this so they could see
The
it.
next day, Samantha tested the waters with her fake ID.
Also gave them this one too. Got 50 on them. This is the original one, it's the old one.
I'll just pay cash.
All this stuff is my MD stuff. My DEA numbers and stuff. Stuff what I crossed and got from the federal government. Me and the lady across the street was arguing because Red Lewis put up a new mailbox for me. And the lady across the street took my mailbox. And then I had to call the police. Took her mailbox and threw it across the street. Because the lady ain't supposed to be across the street. She didn't. She said she did, but she didn't. But I ain't supposed to be across the street, right? But I got ID. And every time when they called the police, I had ID. Now, I'm finna finish this Instagram video. And I'm finna upload it to Facebook with my ID. And I'm gonna tag Gainesville Police Station. When I went out to my mama's house, you know what I handed the Alachua County Sheriff and they looked at me? This is a copy of my NPI. It was 5 sheriff officers that came out there to my mom's house back in 2019 when I had to leave my house. I had to do the NPI now. I did an NPI to call the police on me, and I handed them this. All 5 officers. And I ended up going to Meridian. Now, when you fill out for IDs, on here it says Asian Other. For the driver's license, it says Asian, Black, Pacific Islander, and Caucasian. I'm Asian Other. That's the only one that says that. It's Asian Other. And on my ID, it says Black. And I had to put Black because they don't have Asian Other. If they do, then I didn't see it. But I'm Asian Other, and I put it on my NPI. I ain't lying on the NPI. So, when they recertified me, changed my ID, they asked me what was my nationality. That's why it still says Black on my ID. But it's still me. Check the numbers out. Bye. And I also put my ID on my Napius. I downloaded all of my documentation and my identification. So they have my picture of the one with the blonde hair. And I think they have my other pictures because I uploaded them as a document under Napius. So I won't be lying about my identification. So if y'all looking at my identification and saying that's not me, y'all are lying. Because I uploaded it before I went to Meridian. That white lady ain't had nothing. So she was your bottom of my head, she was lying. And y'all trespassed me from the house, and the house probably had drugs in it. Probably had a whole lot of drugs in it. Y'all trespassed me. So, when the federal FBI investigate, I ain't gonna be in trouble. Y'all be in trouble. Happy Sunday. Bye.